Alright, going to work on the 11 horse Briggs tractor here. I gave it a bath. This is the one I did the valve job on. A lot of you guys probably wondering why I didn't wash it and degrease it before we started working on the valves and stuff. Well, it started out to be a field repair, you know. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and I thought it was just the key that was sheared in this, but it turns out it wasn't. So, you know, by the time we got figuring everything out, it was already in here, and you know, it's started getting dark. By the time we figured it out, it was the valves. You know, it was already dark out, so we started tearing it down. But anyway, I gave it a bath, degreased it, and didn't pressure wash it, but hosed it down. And actually, pretty good looking tractor now. But anyway, I don't know if you remember, but I was having trouble with the solenoid. You know, it was clicking and clicking and clicking and wasn't turning. So I bought another one. You know, it figures that now, if I try to start it now, I got the spark plug unplugged, but the solenoid, look, solenoid's working good now. But we got a new one, and it's a Stenz. That's one of the best names in replacement parts. It's the one they call for. It looks a little different. The one I have in there is positioned like that right now, and this one positions like this. But that's no big deal. So I'm only doing this, you know. It's only a matter of bolting and unbolting stuff. But a lot of guys are intimidated by electrical problems and stuff, and this is just a show. It's, you know, there's nothing to it. So what I did is to start off with, we crimped off the gas line, and we got 2 9/16 bolts here already undone. Undid, I don't know. But anyway, you got a metal big flat plate that holds this gas tank down. This is just on this model. I mean, all solenoids on most lawn tractors are the same. So, alright, you unbolt it and take the gas tank out, because the solenoid's actually down there. Let me turn the light on here for you. Down here under the gas tank and stuff. And just by taking 2 bolts off and undoing the gas line, makes everything a whole lot easier. So let me put this off to the side and throw you guys up on a tripod. Alright, with them 2 bolts undone, it's just a matter of lifting it out of the way now. At least, like I say, that's on this one. You know, I'm back here. I'm putting it back here, or setting up on a little bench. All right. Yeah, you guys might have a different setup, so you might be able to get to it. But whatever the situation, let's see if we can zoom you in there. You just have to. Sorry, hold on. Zoom in. And it's right there and wide open there. Alright, let me get some tools. Alright, first I got this little wire here on this clip. I'll take that off. I don't even know what that goes to or what it does. I'm sure somebody will tell us. And then you got this little boot. Slide that back. Now this is still hot. I didn't even disconnect the battery back there. And I should. And if you guys do it, you should do it too, but I'm kind of lazy, so. This is a 7/16 I got here. Just be careful you don't ground it out. Alright. Like I say, this is hot. There's 2 wires here. And they're pretty good. If they're dirty, clean them up. But for now, I'm going to cover them up and put them out of the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to wrap them up. Alright, I'll give you a little better angle. Alright, now you just take the bottom one off. I took the wires and I wrapped them up in a cloth and taped them to the steering column there so they're not in the way. So, the rest of this, none of the rest of this stuff is hot. You probably could use a socket on this. was having trouble here because the nut on the back was loosening, was moving. Alright. These are pretty clean. I'll probably clean them before I put them back together, but if yours are dirty or corroded, you want to clean them up. Alright. Now you're all disconnected. Now we just got to unmount it from the side here. Alright. This one here looks like it's easy to get to. Oh man. Boy, that was put on tight. It's funny, 32 years and all this stuff is still comes off finger tight, really. Not finger tight. Now this one here, can't get a wrench on. I've got a socket on the outside here. I'm going to try and, there we go. Easier than I thought. Alright, we're out, we're off. Alright, let me bring you over here and show you the difference. Okay, I brought you over here to the bench here to show you what you're dealing with when you buy replacement parts, especially 30-year-old. Here's the original one. This one's mounted vertical, and this one, you know, the wires are horizontal. But the mounting holes are the same; they're identical. But this one here, you know, it has two extra. It has an extra post here. I wouldn't imagine that means anything. I don't know. That might be a ground or something. I don't know, because I don't think it's grounds through the chassis. And anyway, somebody will tell us what that is. But anyway, I already see a problem. I don't know if you noticed, but these here are 7/16 and these are 1/2 inch. So these bolts here are a little wider, and I have a feeling that'll probably give us a problem. So we're going to have to remount the wire terminal. Let's go check it. Let's go see. Alright, here's one of the wires, and here's the old solenoid. And you see it goes right on. And here's the new one, just as I suspected. I'll try not to. Come over this way. Come over this way, fellas. You see the bolt? The bolt doesn't fit. But no worries, mate. I'm going to just use this reamer and just widen that up a little bit. I'm sure it don't have to go far. You know, you don't want to do this kind of stuff, but they make me do it. Alright, let me see. Alright, just a little more. I'm going to ream that out and then we'll get back to you guys. Alright, that didn't take much. Yeah, you still here? Yeah, we'll go back this way. Let me see. It goes right in. Now I got to do the hot ones. I should have disconnected the battery. Remember, do as I say, not as I do. Alright, I had a little setback here. I was reaming this out, and this piece here just snapped off. So it's just a minor setback, nothing to worry about. I have another one here. I have another terminal here I could crimp on there, and that'll fit on there. So we won't have to ream that. But that would have been pretty thin anyway. But that's what happened. So it turns out I had to disconnect the battery anyway, so I could dick around with that. So, all right, let me put that terminal on, and we'll mount this bitch back up. Alright, I got my wire on there, my terminal, so let's mount this up. So, I'm going to put the terminals up top. This is where you need 3 hands sometimes. Got one on. Maybe that's too tight. We got a socket over here on the back. Okay. Keep the wrench on. Alright. We're all tight. Now, just got to let me look on the camera, see if you guys can see. Alright. There we go. How's that? A little better? Alright. Now, get this wire and this wire. This isn't hot anymore, so you can take this off. And put your little booty on here. Okay. Bolt it on. I might use a socket for that. Be a good idea if I had the right size. Let me get the right size. Alright, let's try this. Get the right size now. They were pretty clean, so like I say, if yours aren't clean, clean them up. And then bring your booty down and cover that. Now, I'll just stick this wire on, right? I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what that is. Is that a ground? With all this stuff off, it's pretty tight working on this kind of stuff. Bending over and these tiny little holes. Alright, now just got to connect our battery up and see if it works. Alright, we're back here. We're going to hook the battery back up for you. But here's something I want to show you. I use these little 1.5 amp chargers, and I always plug this thing in after I get done riding. And I get about 10-12 years out of these batteries. I also use a motorcycle battery because them lawnmower batteries they're only supposed to be good for 1 year. So that's just another little tip. Alright, I gotta tell you, once we hook this battery up, I'm not very optimistic that the solenoid is going to work, and if it doesn't, we'll show you why. Alright, let's go. Smoke test. I got my foot on the clutch here. Here's the key. Maybe you can see that. Okay. Just as I suspected, nothing. Alright, let me show you why. Okay. If you remember, when we took this one off, this is the original. This is what they call a 3-pole. You know, 1, 2, and it only has this one little tab up here. And this is a 4-pole. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they sold this as an exact replacement, and they should have given you instructions, but they didn't. I'm suspecting that if we ground this out to the chassis, one of these tabs, it'll be okay. Alright, you see this wire here? I was playing with you earlier. and said I didn't know what that was, but now I gotta admit I know what it is, because I don't want you guys to have any trouble here. This is just the wire from your starter, or from your key, your switch, and that's what gives it juice. But that tells me how many people are really watching these videos, because I'm gonna get I'll probably get 30 comments, people telling me what that wire is for, even though I'm telling you right now it's from the switch. But since they only watched the first half of the video, they're all going to tell me what that is. So what I'm going to do is, I'll try to stay out of your way here. We'll plug this wire in. I don't think it matters which plug you put that on, but I'm going to make a little ground now and ground this wire here. Right here to the chassis, so it's only going to be a little jumper, and I suspect we should have ignition. Let me make a little jumper. Alright, I just made a little jumper here. Where you at? A little jumper here with a clip on one end and a terminal on the other, and I'm just going to put it on there. Alright, I got my little jumper on down here. That just goes from one terminal to the ground there. So let's back these up here and we'll give it a smoke test. Alright, put the clutch in and turn the key, and there you go. I have the spark plug disconnected so it wouldn't start this end, but that's what we want. Alright, like I said, they should have put instructions there, you know, if they're going to sell it as a direct replacement, but that's what we got. That's how you exchange a solenoid, starter solenoid. Some people call them relays, I don't know. I call it a starter solenoid. Alright, enough of this.